Yeah, a bit of a change of plan this week. I've headed back up north into Scotland, currently in Dunbarton. I'm going to the Highlands, looking to do the Five Sisters of Kintail. Not going to do all five. I think we're going to go head up to Skirfuran. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I think it's a bit different, but we're going to head up to the main. That's the highest peak, and we'll get good views west back over to the Kyle of Lacouche. A bit of a spontaneous one, but that's the plan. The weather's holding out. The next few days are awful, absolutely atrocious. But today we've got a bit of a window, and it should be a good hike. I'm meeting Sam Bose, a really good photographer, and he lives in the Highlands as well. So it should be a good day. So yeah, next time I'll be somewhere a bit different. Well, what was a split second for you was about 3 hours for me. But it's a nice drive through Glencoe. And I've finally made it to the base of the walk we're doing today. And with Sam Bose, and we're going to head up Skirfuran, or Furan. My pronunciation is going to be awful. A lot of the Gaelic names, they're spelt a certain way and pronounced a totally different way. So it's quite difficult. But it's going to be a stunning walk. It's the Five Sisters of Kintail. We're going to pretty much head to the top one and come back down. But we should get an amazing view over Loch Duach for sunset. Yeah, this should be a really good one. Just slowly making our way up the glen now. Just following this stream, which is snaking its way up the valley, and it's beautiful. Alt na Croon, I think it's called. Yeah, so it'll probably be another hour. The glen's quite a gradual walk up, so it doesn't really feel like we're making much height. And I'm looking up to the left of me, and the mountains still look gigantic. So it's still a lot of work to do, but it's so enjoyable. It feels really remote as well, even though we're about probably 1.5 kilometres or 2 kilometres as the crow flies from the road. It's just got a really rugged, remote feel to it. But yeah, beautiful so far. The view has well and truly opened up here. We've just reached the Bealach before we head up to the first Munro, and the views are astonishing. Looking down to the River Crow, which feeds into Loch Duach, and then further ahead you've got the mountains of Glenafreek, and you've got a few of the Kintail ridgeline as well. It's such a dramatic viewpoint this, and we should get a few interesting images here. Yeah, astonishing. I'll show you a bit of B-roll so you get a better grasp of what we're seeing. But the long walk up the glen, which was longer than I expected actually, is definitely worth it. We've just reached the summit's Ben Bood, which gives staggering views over to Five Sisters of Kintail. You got I think it's pronounced Siat. I'll probably pronounce the spelling on the video, but I think it's pronounced Siat, and Skirfuran further ahead. And it's got some incredible light. I'm just taking handheld at the moment because the lights, it's still fairly early on in the day, so pretty unbelievable. Nice light on the ridge lines moving its way across. But even the views over to Knoydart, Skirnacleach, looking south, is unbelievable. Yeah, so about just under 900 metres high. We're going to go to the next Munro, it's not officially a Munro. I don't know why, because it looks like a prominent peak to me, but it's not a proper Munro. I'm going to class it as a Munro though, because it's over 920 metres, so it's definitely one we're going to do, and we'll see what the views are up there as well. Looking back to Loch Duach, amazing area though. Yeah, again, definitely worth the hike. Just made it to the top of Sker Nan. I'm going to put it up. I'll put it up here for you, because I'll just get the pronunciation wrong, but it's absolutely beautiful scenery up here. I hope you can hear me. The wind's increased and it's gone a bit colder. I never downplay a view, but I'd say the view on Ben Bood, which we were on half an hour ago, is better than here. You've just got more mountain ridges you can see, and the view over to Loch Duach's better as well. For photography anyway, for photography purposes, I'd say it's better on the previous peak. But it's just nice to reach the top of I'm going to call it a Munro, because we're over the allocated metre, and it definitely feels like on top of a Munro, with the exposure, the wind and the height, and these amazing Highland views. So we're not going to stick around here too long. The light's not really going to play ball in the next hour. We're going to head off the mountain while we have the required light. But it's been incredible, and yeah, one of the best days in the mountains I've had. Really enjoyed this one. I've just dropped a bit lower at about 600 metres now, looking down to Invershiel and Loch Duach. The light's still pretty nice. It's going to fade anytime soon, but it's quite a nice kind of blue haze in the scene, and with the mountain peak in the foreground. It's got a real vivid shape, and it gives the lake a vivid shape as well. It's a simple shot. I'll put that one up now, and yeah, I hope you like it. Just at the bottom now, about 10 minutes away from the car. What an amazing walk it's been up to well, I'm going to call it a Munro, not officially a Munro, but we'll stick with it. It's way over 900 metres, and we put a lot of effort into the walking. We got some nice shots at the top. The light was really nice at the kind of as we got to the top. Faded towards the end of the day. I had an inkling it would happen. But the views were incredible over to Loch Duach and over to the Five Sisters of Kintail, even into Knoydart and Glenafreek. We had so much to look at, and not necessarily photograph, just the views, just enjoy it while we're up there. There's so much to see, and yeah, it was amazing. Really good to meet Sam Bose as well, amazing photographer who's now based in the Highlands, and he does a lot of good work, wildlife and landscape. So you got to check out his stuff. I'll leave a link below this channel at the end. So yeah, check him out. Amazing photographer, and really good to speak to as well. Nice to bump into new people, which is one of the perks of doing YouTube, I suppose, as well. It's not always about the likes and the subscribes and all that. It's about meeting people. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video here. I've got a few more plans for Scotland, which you'll see coming up, I'm sure. But I hope you've enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed the walk. Until next time, I'll see you again.